I mean, do you know what that means? January! Yes! Before! You know, you shall see. I don't want to Happy New Year to each and every one of you, and I'm proud to tell you, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. I mean, throughout last year, I wanted to be, very frequent on YouTube, but that was not possible because I had one or two activities, coming up for me. Today we're going to be talking about something really important, something that is synonymous to the new year. And guess what the topic is? Yes. Well, we're going to be talking about New Year resolutions. So the topic is tagged New Year resolutions, sense or no sense. Plus, I'm going to be, giving us some tips on how to smash our goals for the new year. Now, New Year resolutions, do they really make sense? I mean, New Year resolution makes sense to some people, why to some others it makes absolutely no sense. Like, some people feel like, oh, they just want to start the new year, on a very light note. They want to just follow the new year the way it comes. They don't want to have any particular thing they're pursuing. Meanwhile, some other people, another party, they usually say, oh, I love to make new year resolutions, I love to have a plan for my life, I love to have a direction of where I'm going to, and the rest of them. We call those people our serious people. So what about you? What does New Year resolution mean to you? Is New Year resolution important? I'd love to know in the comment section. But meanwhile, for me, New Year resolutions are like things I set out to achieve in the new year. Now, some people feel like New Year resolutions are a time for them to change a certain part of their lives. Sometimes you see some people say, oh, it's New Year, I used to be very stubborn last year, I'm not going to do that again. Some others will say, oh, it's New Year, I used to do this last year, I don't want to do that again. I used to be very fat last year, I want to be slim this year, and stuff like that. But for me, New Year resolution is just a time for me to set new goals for myself, for me to want to achieve more things in the new year. Yes, that's it for me. I'm sure that for every time we have things we want to achieve, like in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, and of course in the next 1 year. Now, it's not really important that you have to wait until it's a new year before you start up your New Year resolutions and stuff. You can have a resolution every month, like, what do I want to achieve this month? What do I want to change about myself this month? So you mustn't wait until it's January, yes, before you have a New Year resolution for yourself. So New Year resolutions are so important to me, and I absolutely love to have New Year resolution. Now, but the bad thing is, sometimes we make plans for ourselves. Sometimes, we have these New Year resolutions, but we don't get to fulfill them. Yes, and absolutely, it's not our fault, or is it our fault? Maybe it is. Like, we don't get to fulfill the New Year resolutions. I remember last year, I had a couple of New Year resolutions. Like, I'm going to call them like goals. Not really, I wanted to change something about myself or something. It's not like I'm perfect, shall. But I had a couple of like goals, like I had things I wanted to achieve. Now, I'm going to break it down for you so I get to understand. First off, I come from a family where we learn skills. Like, skills are very important. For instance, my mom, she's very skillful, like things of the hands, like she knows how to bake, she cooks very well. In fact, she's a caterer, she takes orders from people, she's a guru in small chops. My mom makes powder. Like, sometimes the powder I use in highlighting my face is my mom that makes it, you understand? So my mom makes powder, my mom makes liquid soap, she makes insecticide, she makes air freshener for the house, and a whole lot of things. Like, she's very skilled, and it's very important that once your mom is very skilled, you want to be like you want to like gain some skills just like she actually has, you understand? So a part of my New Year resolution was to learn a skill, and I really wanted to learn tailoring. Like, I see people, the way they make amazing outfits. Like, this girl is making this amazing outfit. I mean, she looks so good and stuff, and I'm like, wow, I really wish I could learn how to make amazing outfits. So that was one. I wanted to learn how to make amazing outfits. Secondly, I wanted to learn stuffs online that I could teach people and get money. Yeah, money is important, This is Elisha, but money is very important. I know to disagree. Yes, money is very important. So I wanted to learn something like an online stuff that I could teach people, sell probably like a course to them, and they'll buy the course and stuff. So that was just like part of my New Year resolutions. And I also told myself that I was going to make like 600,000 naira last year. If I start telling you this story about this 600,000 naira, you will not believe it. But I told myself that I was going to make 600,000 naira last year. Did I fulfill all of these goals? No, I did not fulfill all of them, sincerely. First off, I learned my tailoring. Yes, I learned my tailoring. I tried with tailoring. I tried to improve my hands in tailoring. I went to a fashion designing school during my NYSC period, so I gained that in tailoring and stuff. But when it came to the money aspect, I don't even reach half. I don't know if you can understand me. I don't even reach half of the proposed budget. I didn't even reach I didn't reach 1/4 of 600,000 naira last year. And so right now I'm gonna be sharing like some tips on how you can achieve your goals in the new year. I call them my 5 super tips. Yeah, 5 super tips. Yes. So the first tip for you to actually achieve something this new year is to be intentional. Yes. Tell yourself, I really want to achieve something this year, and so I'm going to achieve it. Make sure that you pursue something. Make sure you're pursuing something this new year. Don't just come and spend 365 days like that without achieving anything. What are you pursuing? Are you pursuing an admission abroad? Are you pursuing getting a job? Are you pursuing improving your business? Are you pursuing getting a skill? Are you pursuing, getting more knowledge, but learning online courses, developing your degrees and stuff? Just make sure you're pursuing something. You cannot afford not to pursue something at least. Tip number 2, always be positive. Yes. See, let me tell you straight up. There's no way you're going to achieve something new if you have a negative mindset this 2020. Like, first off, you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you can even achieve it. Personally, from personal experience, I don't like bad energy. I remember when I was in university, I had a very good friend. He was not doing so well in his academics. My very good friend. And I started talking, inspiring, motivating, and all these kind of things. And he just lost hope in himself. And I'm like, if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect me to believe in you? How do you expect these words I'm telling you to actually, come through if you don't believe in yourself? You need to believe in yourself. You need to keep the right kind of energy. You need to be positive about whatever is coming your way. The top tip is put in the work. Okay, I'm gonna remove myself because there's noise in the background right now. So the third tip is put in the work necessary for your growth. Now, I need to sound this clear because we need to know that whether you like it or not, there is work necessary for your growth. If you're going to get an admission in a university in Canada, there's a work you have to put in for you to get that admission, because you're not the only one striving to get the admission, and there's only a limited number of persons that the university will most likely take. You have a cocktail business, you're into event planning and management, you run a kind of business, maybe a bakery or something. Don't forget that there are 1,000 of persons doing the same thing that you're doing, and there's still more persons that want to see how far you're going, whether this thing is giving you money or not, and they want to piggyback into the idea, thereby making that particular industry saturated. So whether you like it or not, there are people that want to achieve that same thing you want to achieve. Now, the only difference between you and those set of people is the amount of work you're willing to put in. And of course, you have to network. You need to network. Networking is very important. You need to have the right kind of people close to you, people that will always want to patronize your business. You need to have the right kind of people that you can always talk to, people that will not look down on you and whatever you're trying to grow, people that will always be there for you. You need to network. You need to make a variety of friends. Wherever you go, tell them that this is what I do. I was watching a particular video on Instagram of a fashion vendor, Her name is Soluch by Soso. So I watched this particular video. She was at an event, and we had, BB Nigeria reality stars like Kimopra and Alex, and this lady, she walked up to them and was telling them she's a fashion designer. She was equally like showing them pictures of what she was doing, and there she was with her tape, and she was taking measurements, bust, hip, waist, shoulder, and stuff. I was like, wow, this is like arrogant marketing. Like, she really wants you to know that she can do this stuff for you, she can deliver and go. She was telling everyone that cared to know that she was into this business. She went out to events, she networked, she met people. So you too, there should be no difference. You should also network. And of course, finally, be prayerful. You're a Christian, you're a Muslim, or whatever religion you are, I'm sure you believe that there is a God. There is someone who is watching over you. We didn't come into this life by mistake. There is someone who's always got our back. Even despite the challenges, he's always there. His name is God. Yes, he's our Father. So it's very important for you to be prayerful. You will encounter challenges, but you need to know that God knows that you're encountering these challenges, and he's not going to bring a challenge to you that is much more than you can handle. So if God is going to be there for you, helping you out through these challenges, you need to pray to him. You need to commit each day into his hands. You need to thank him for everything he has done for you. And there's something they say in Igbo, Onye to dike nko mere ogini or meko ozo. Yes, so I'm an Igbo girl. Yeah. Yes, so it means that when you thank a king for what he has done for you, he does what? He does another thing for you, or he does more for you. So thank God, be prayerful, and I'm sure you're going to have a fulfilled 2020. And with that, I have come to the end of today's episode on the channel. I'm sure you're going to miss me. Don't make me cry. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have not done the right thing, please do it. Please encourage me to make more videos. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, so that whenever any video comes around, you're gonna get a notification and you get to watch it too. Please keep me on YouTube, and thank you so much. Do not forget that my name is Victoria. My Instagram handle is going to be displayed on the screen, and of course, comment. I want to know your resolution for 2020. I also want to know if resolution is your thing. And with that, I'm saying bye.